What's going on, guys? This is the one-man army, Mr. Easy for Life, and today I'm giving you guys a Brave Frontier summon ticket, summon video, whatever you want to call it. And we were doing the super rare summon today, and I was trying to get one of the new units, and I actually did get one of the new units. I thought it was gonna be a rare, but it broke, or it opened up to a red door, and then, or you know, prismatic or whatever. And then out came Ulkina, I think that's what her name is, and so she's a fire unit. I was so happy when I got her. I screenshot that stuff right there, and she is an all-around, like, just amazing unit. I'll tell you what the reasons why she is. So I got her in a guardian type, and that's fine with me because any unit that I get, in my opinion, from starting with Luther's batch and all the way up, I do not care what type I get them in. I would be happy just to get them in Oracle too, you know what I mean? Because the stats are so high on the base and the stats are so high on the max base level for these units that it does, at this point, it doesn't even matter what type you get. It's just incredible. And they, you know, they got that new thing, that new feature where you can share it or something like that in the new update, or I could disable it if I wanted to, but either way, so yes, I'm pretty sure her name is Ulkina, and if I'm pronouncing that correctly, you know, sorry if I'm not, but either way, so she's gonna be on my my mono fire squad. I was scrolling over here, trying to look for my mono fire squad. I think I switched out Bordabegia, unfortunately, for her, and I think I took out Farlon as well for Darvin Shell for some reasons. I don't know. I might go back now. You know, thinking about that. I might go back and change Darvin Show out for Farlon, but I don't know. Who knows? You know, because Darvin Show is a really good unit. I don't know. You know, but you know, Farlon is actually very powerful as well. But either way, enough about that. This video is about Ulkina, and she is, like I said, she is an amazing unit. I did some research and I talked to my good friend Neralt about her, and she's got some really amazing talent. She has this thing called, I think it's called double check or whatever, is where she basically, every time she attacks, she produces not one BC crystal but 2 BC crystals. So basically I think her hit count is, her normal hit count is 9 hits, and with her having double check, if it's kind of like double tap if you ever play Call of Duty, you know, she'll do twice the amount of you know, BC drop production. So she's basically producing, I believe, 18 BC crystals every time she attacks normally, which is incredibly OP in my opinion. Yeah, so, and basically, as you can see over here, like I said, I switched out the units. Now I was figuring out which one I should have as the leader, and I figured she would actually be the best fitting, or the most best fitting. She's actually a really good leader in general, not just for a mono fire squad, because you know, she does that BC reduction, kind of like a Selha, I believe. But either way, I switched over to my arena. You know, that's why I'm loading as my leader, if you saw. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the wiki app right about now. Okay, so there she is right there, her 6-star form, and her Emperor's Magic, which is basically a reduction in BB gauge required for the Brave Burst, and a 25% attack buff to all units. So that's basically like a Lily Matter and or a Selha or something like that, and a Melcho, because Melcho does that 25% attack buff to all units. And basically her Dragon's Tear, which is her Brave Burst, which is a greatly recovered HP and removes all status ailments for all allies, and it only needs 18 BC. Now, if you remember what I said before, that she produces 2 BC with a normal hit count 9, it actually is 18 BC, and with her leader skill that stacks up on it, she can basically use her Brave Burst every single turn, even if it is a single target or whatever. Single target bosses, doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter, but she can basically use her Brave Burst every single turn. So that's healing. You can heal your units every single turn, which is very OP. You don't have to worry about using your potions or anything like that. Her Dragon's Guardian, which you saw there, is Super Brave Burst, 17 powerful fire attack, and removes status ailments and negates them for 3 turns. I scrolled down a little bit. Sooner you'll see that I went down to Lunaris, because that's the only character, or the only unit that I can think of that could compare to her. And basically she's better. You know, she's all around better. She has 17 hits instead of Lunaris is 15 hits. And I think that's, you know what, to be honest with you, I think that's the only con I can see that makes her better than Lunaris. And you know, you saw her evil mats and all that. She's one of those units that of course need a metal mimic, if that was any important to you guys. Either way, I think she is actually better in my opinion than Ultri, for some of the reasons that you can definitely see that I just said, that she basically produces 18 BC and she needs 18 BC to get her regular Brave Burst up, which heals and removes status ailments. So going up against Maxwell, I'm probably going to go ahead and wait, just like I did with Carl and Gra, is wait till some of these new 6-star units come out, and I'm going to switch out Ultri for Ulkina and see how she works better than Ultri, because like I said, 18 BC and 18 that she actually needs with her leader scale. Well, actually, I'm going to have Gra as my leader, but either way, you know, having a Lily Matter also as a friend, we're definitely going to be healing every single turn, guys. I'm not even joking. Like, that's how it's going to turn out with the Maxwell fight. In the future, is that we're going to be healing every single turn, and that's just all around really OP in my opinion. But either way, guys, the video is coming to an end. That is my thoughts and reviews on this week's summon. Ulkina, if you got her, go ahead and level her up, get her ready to her 6-star. She is getting another 6-star, or she is getting her rates increased once again when her 6-star comes out, so definitely look out for that. And I hope you're all having a very easy day. Thanks for watching. Like I said, stay tuned for some more Brave Return videos to come your way. Sorry the uploads have been lacking a little bit. I've been very busy, and you know, just doing some real life stuff, and you know, preparing for raid battle, because that is coming out very soon. And I hope you're all having a very easy day. I love every single one of you easy supporters out there, and this has been the One Man Army, Mr. Easy for Life, and I'm out. Peace.